What's the latest on your House Bill 1800?
Well, it's amazing to me that a bill that just takes a very small step to get kids that are abandoned in the foster care system into a loving household just a little more quickly, because you've got folks on various sides that they favor biological parental rights strongly, or the children's rights, or grandparents' rights, or all of these competing interests that it's just very difficult to make any progress. But I'm happy to report that the bill got voted out of the Senate on actually a fairly close vote, but it did get passed out. It was the very last bill voted out of the Senate this session. So I was really happy to see that happen. And now we're at the stage where they're going to ask the House to concur with those amendments, and I think that will happen no problem. So the bill should be passed out of both chambers very soon, and then I'm hopeful that it'll be signed by the governor.
Can you provide an overview of the transportation package that passed out of the House Transportation Committee last week?
Sure. It had a lot of similarities to the Senate version. There are a lot of good things in it. There are, completion of 509, 167, so we can get our highways connected to our ports, which is good for all of Washington State, for all of the goods that need to go in and out of there. A lot of projects all across the state, repair of roads, bridges, a couple in the 47th District that are very important. Unfortunately, I didn't quite see the reforms that we really need to have. There were just, compared with the Senate version, which actually I didn't think they went far enough, the House version is even more watered down. So I couldn't support it. I'm hopeful that in some negotiations that we can make better progress, because my constituents, I know, are frustrated by seeing Bertha and the 520 bridge cost overruns and just a whole host of problems with the Department of Transportation, that we cannot continue to afford these mistakes and the excessive cost that we see. We need to gain the public's confidence with true reforms, and then we can get these projects done efficiently.
With 6 days left of session, do you think negotiations on an operating budget will be completed on time to avoid a special session?
Well, that's the question everybody's answering. As we're coming up on the deadline, there's a lot of concern. I've been saying from the beginning that we can get this done. And up until just a couple of days ago, I was pretty optimistic. With more than a week left, both of the budget positions were on the table. A lot of agreement on a bunch of the smaller issues, and just a handful of big issues left to resolve. Unfortunately, I've heard that recently some negotiations did not go so well, with the House Democrats insisting that we need $1.5 billion more in tax increases. I just don't see it. If we have a revenue increase of $3 billion, more than an 8% over the last biennium, how can we not get a budget passed with that kind of an increase? So anyway, I'm still hoping that we can get the sides to come together. There really is no excuse that we can't get it done, and that's still what I'm planning on.